And what's going on, everybody? It's your family. It's your boys. The Crush Sports Talk. It's your boy E. Glade. That right there is my guy. Make sure Herb. What's happening, Herb?
Dude, it's Thursday. NBA playoffs, NBA finals kick off tonight. I forgot. I'm sorry. I got a reminder this morning in a text. I was like, "Oh, it do jump off tonight."
It's
So
tonight, man.
what's
June
good?
1st.
Yeah,
June 1st. Let's get it popping, man.
June 1st, man. Yeah, we up. We up.
Got to get it. So, hey, we done started, man. Let's go ahead and jump into it, man. June 1st, man. Everybody and their mama is calling this the Joker final. Everybody ready to give this guy the crown, give him his title, to give him, add on to it. Maceo, your thoughts on the finals? Is this the Jokers to lose? Are we doing this again with Miami? Are we still underestimating the Heatles?
I can't understand why people continue to downplay this team. They have proven time and time again. I mean, they weren't supposed to be here. Ho, what's happening, my boy? What's happening? So they weren't supposed to beat. They weren't supposed to beat the Seas.
Right.
They weren't supposed to beat Milwaukee.
Right.
They're here. Jimmy Butler continues to impress and amaze.
Right.
We can't be shocked by what's going on right now. And for everybody who's already crowning Denver, be careful, because Miami continues to prove that they belong. It's a reason they're here. So let's let it play out. Let's not just crown these guys yet. They got to earn it. They got to earn it.
You know what's going to be interesting, man? It's as much as everybody love to talk about and give Joker this so much love. It's all about Jamal Murray, man. I'm sorry, guys. I know Joker's the headline, but Jamal is the guy that makes this run. Think about it. When Jamal was out, they got 2 second round, they got 2 whatever. But Jamal come back in, they back to where they were 2020. They back in the finals. He's that engine. He was too much for the Lakers. Lakers all my life. We're gonna let Joker do his thing. We're gonna shut down everybody else. It didn't work. And Miami has the shooters too, man, that can give Denver problems. You see what they did last time. And I got to see Gabe come back. My only thing I'm concerned about, even though we think playoff Jimmy don't get hurt much, his ankle. And I think it's a problem. I think it's a problem. He says it's nothing. He said, I ain't gonna care. I don't care if I was Denver, that's their problem. I'm just gonna go and win. But if playoff Jimmy hurt, could hurt this team a little bit, because Jimmy is just that guy that can bring in and put that thing out there. So I think it's going to be a great one. I just hope Jimmy's injury isn't as bad as it looked in Game 7.
Right. The thing about this, you just look at how this Miami Heat team is constructed, how they built, like where they get these guys from, outside of Bam and Jimmy. But even Jimmy's not an elite guy. Yeah. He's had to earn everything he has in the NBA. He wasn't no lottery pick. He wasn't this AAU phenom. He was a guy who hard work trumped the talent every day of the week.
Yeah.
We got to give kudos. I know we give it to Coach Spo, but that front office, the GM, Pat Riley. Pat Riley is such a he's something like this basketball savant. He's been able to survive decades. And he's, as the game changes and evolves, he changed and evolved with it. And, I don't know, of course, it's people he got working under him, is the staff. I love the fact that Caron Butler is one of the coaches on the bench. You know what kind of toughness Caron brought in his playing days. And I just think they have such an interesting mesh of basketball minds. But we also go look at Denver, and Denver didn't get the love. I mean, they've been the top team in the West pretty much all year, but market, they don't play a sexy brand of basketball. So it's like we didn't get to see them a lot, but here they are. KCP, just so many pieces, so much both of these teams have done, and that's the reason they're here. I know you want the glamour, you want LA, you want the job, you want all these things, but once again, we see ultimate team sport, ultimate team guys doing what they have to do to get to this level here.
And you talk about it, man. That's what makes both teams good. They have good pieces.
Yeah.
KCP. You finally seeing the kid, and Aaron Gordon, who went to Orlando. Everybody thought he was going to be this guy. He the guy.
He was just a dunk contest guy.
Yeah, now he's like playing the game, and I can't think of the 6'10" kid that's finally who everybody thought was going to come
Michael Porter Jr.
Michael Porter Jr. Everybody thought it was the dude. 6'10", and now he's showing the flair. Both teams have pieces that when the superstars don't show up, Maceo, they show up. You know what I'm saying? That's why these two teams are here. And that's the big thing. And I'm just looking forward to I am looking forward to Spoelstra and Malone to see how they go against each other, who makes the right moves. I think the last series, you got two coaches that weren't ready for that type of environment. I'm sorry. Mazzola, as they call him.
Yeah.
He wasn't ready.
Sierra say who get invited to the barbecue first?
Mike Malone or Carl Malone. I think Mike might get there.
Mike gonna get that over the mailman.
Yeah, mailman.
He gonna get there.
He done kind of messed up a few things around here. But I really think I'm looking forward to the how they call it, ancillary pieces.
Yeah.
The guys that's gonna see who steps up the merge. That's what happened when Boston went into trouble. They guys weren't stepping up. The other guys didn't step up. They were missing threes like crazy. When LA got into trouble, nobody outside of LeBron and others. But these teams pieces know what to play. They big time. And like you say, being undrafted, a lot of them got hungry over there in Miami. So I'm looking at, hey, it is not, please, I'm telling everybody, this will not be an easy series for Denver.
No.
They beat Milwaukee, who was supposedly a better team. They beat Boston, who was supposedly a better team. Be careful of this Miami team. They have a very, if Jimmy is 90%, I won't say it, nobody's 100%. If Jimmy's 90 or 85, look out, Mason. I think this could be a very good series.
CL, I agree with you. The Lakers didn't play bad, but, you know, me and Glaze talked about this the last couple of weeks. Denver was just a better basketball team.
Oh. Yeah,
a better roster, healthier. I mean, they were just a better team. I mean, it happens.
Yeah, and I think that, and when you weren't getting that out of everybody else, you guys, Lonnie had a great series before, but they didn't have anything going this series. It just you needed those guys to be able to push, and they didn't have it this series.
Yep.
And that's what I see with them, man. But let me ask you this: let me keep it with this team, and let's talk about this. Is Bam enough, Maceo, and the guy they got coming off, the big kid that comes off the bench, to at least make Joker work a little bit? I've always said in today's time, that's why I'm my prison of the moment is those guys who's already trying to give Joker that top 5 already.
Right, yeah.
Nobody makes him work on the other end because there are not a lot of great centers that make him work. There are a lot of centers who like to take jump shots now. Why we always nobody doing spin moves in the post and putting them on it? You know, nobody makes him work that hard on the other side so he can cheat and support. Can Bam make him work a little bit to make him be on the defensive side work a little bit?
He has to. I think probably scouting report. I think one of the things that the Miami coaching staff probably telling Bam, look here, Bam, got to get down in there and mix it up. You have to make him exert energy on this end of the floor. You can't let him iceberg and chill so he can give us work down on the other end. Body him, you know what I'm saying? Lean on him. You have to do those things. We saw what AD and the Lakers squad basically allow him to, freestyle because they pulling 18, 20 footers. He like, shoot that, what I'm saying? Shoot it. I ain't coming out there. I'm not coming out there in them deep waters. Yeah. I'm staying right here in the shallow, right here to paint the shallow.
Yep.
That's why I'm staying right here where the ball come off, I can get it. I can initiate the break or whatever because he's an excellent passer and he can handle the ball. Gotta make him work. And we're gonna find out probably the first 5 to 7 minutes into this game what that game plan gonna be. Are they gonna run sets where they put Bam, hey, go down here, let's bang him a little bit, and will Denver switch? Like, if Bam gets physical early, they're gonna okay, Jokic, get out of
I think they gonna put Aaron on him a lot.
Yeah. It's gonna be a chess. It's gonna definitely be a chess match. I'm excited about game one. I'm not even gonna lie because I think this is one of those games, the extra rest for Denver versus Miami kind of coming in on a heater. You know, I know we talk about altitude and all those things, but I just think them not sitting around, them like basically they still kind of in basketball mode. So I think that's going to help them. Would be real good if Miami could sneak this game one tonight.
And that's what they've been doing this whole playoff. They're getting them game ones early, getting at least one of the two. It should be very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing Gabe versus the point guard position today. I want to see what Jamal and Gabe go against tonight. Them two been lighting up these playoffs. I want to see what the benches do. Man, we're going to break it down, but I really want to see how these teams do. They go 8, they go 9. What do they do to keep the game going? How does KCP, he done been to the finals. He been one of them guys.
Yeah.
How did they keep going and all of that? And that's why I think this series will be better than a lot of people. I think next Thursday we'll still be talking about this series because it'll still be going on. That's my opinion.
Everybody be careful with your broom predictions. I saw a lot of broom predictions.
Yeah, I think next Thursday we'll still be talking about this series.
Like, relax, everybody, relax.
Still be going. I'd be surprised if not, because I just think Miami knows some. They're a team. They're not guy driven. They are a team, and they know how to pick each other up, and they can hit threes. They can hit them. They got people that can hit them. So don't be surprised if they be playing next Thursday. We'll be doing this show. So what you got, Mace?
So we got to start with your man's Tom Brady. He was like, listen, I'm not coming back. I'm good in these streets. I want to be a minority owner. I just want to parlay. I want to chill. Your thoughts on the GOAT saying, man, y'all find some more headlines. I'm not doing this.
And I gotta make sure we talking about what streets he talking about, because he's a bachelor again. He's a free man. What streets is Brady about to be getting? Boy, Brady might be in them streets for real, man. So he got the ownership. He gonna be in Vegas now a lot. He gonna be, boy, be careful what streets you be in. Gazelle ain't on. He might, Brady is gonna be interesting. The thing that I always, when the guys get to a certain point, and this was the Kobe thing, is they look forward to the next life. Like Kobe went into writing, he did all this. Brady's like, okay, all right, wait a minute. That's a whole other life outside of the field. Let's do a few things, and I'm gonna do some minority. He's already talking about TV and all of this. He probably gonna do some acting. He probably gonna be in a few roles. I want to see if we're gonna be talking about Brady. Like, dang man, Brady, we saw him at the club last week with about 2 of them. What streets is Brady gonna be?
Two of them things.
Well, Brady, what streets is Brady gonna be in? But I think, look, Brady is done. He was done last year, but he just played through it. He's done. And no time out we can bring. Look, he's 40. He's almost 44, 45.
Yeah. He's gonna be 45 out here.
That Father Time is still walking around as the undefeated champion of all sports.
Man,
it will eat you up. 45 ain't old in real life, but like personal in work life, it's old in football. And that arm was old. He can't run like he was. Yeah, throwing to your son in the backyard is harder than throwing to your boy out there on the out route. So I think it's over, man. Let him go. Let him do his thing.
Yeah.
There are other things about Tom, man. Yeah. He'll be fine. I just want to see what streets he gonna be in, because he gonna be in Vegas, boy. He gonna be
in the street. He gonna be able to G5 everywhere. So he might be Vegas on Thursday, Friday, might be in Miami. Yeah, might be in New York City.
Go ahead, Tom. Do your thing.
The options are wide open, and the NFL moves on. Yeah. Guys move on. I think Brady understands that. His legacy, I think, is more important to him. He like, look, I kind of got outside my comfort zone, going to put that Tampa Bay jersey on. I don't want to be one of them guys who just, you look up. Yeah. I got a plethora of jerseys that I done already rock. Nah, exactly. I'm good on that. So yeah, I'm glad he kind of got ahead of that and was like, listen, everybody, it's no scenario out here that's gonna put me in a helmet and shoulder pads during training camp. I'm not doing that.
I don't care how many rules they make to protect the quarterback. You get hit with these guys, get hit right if you want to at 45.
Yeah.
You ain't getting up that fast, bro.
Yeah.
You got to think about longevity and getting up the next morning and being able to walk down the stairs and walk to your car, because these guys, if you get hit at 45, it hurt way worse than 25. Trust me.
These are
These
facts.
guys are fast. They get around the
These
corner.
are facts. These are facts, my boy.
They get around the corner fast, man. I want to keep it in the NBA a little bit, May Show. And I was talking to Coach Lou yesterday. We had a conversation. And would you consider the Boston Celtics run a failure this year? Because we know, and you were talking about the precursor, they changed coach at the middle. They brought in a guy who didn't have any experience.
Right.
But this team was thought to be a finals contender.
Yeah, and they basically brought the same team back. They just added Malcolm Brogdon.
And which was supposed to be
the move that takes them over the hump. Yeah. So I would say yes, only because we always talk about steps. We've always seen teams take that step, and then you look for them to take that next step. I mean, it was a team that lost in the finals, and we thought that would motivate them to get back. And this was supposed to be a coronation for Tatum. It's supposed to, solidify Brown. It's supposed to get all of these guys just in that mode where, like, okay, they're next.
Yeah.
They're next. And they lost to, it's called a spade. They lost to a team that's way less talented than they are on paper. But we know we don't play games on paper. But when you look at, you have 2 all-NBA guys. And you got the defensive player of the year. You got all these other guys. Now, and again, Mazzulla, and yes, Mazzulla be back next year. Brad Stevens already say it's no way we're moving on from Mazzulla. He's coming back. But you talk about this all the time. This is one of your favorite references. Moving one chair over.
That's different.
It makes a huge difference. And did he lose this team? I don't know. But what we do know, at some point, players have to hold themselves accountable. They if every time I look up Jason Tatum in a commercial and y'all telling me he a star and you're telling me he got Kobe-esque qualities, then that's what we expect to see. Not to see him hurt his ankle the very first play and all of a sudden, he sinks his team because they feed off his energy. He the guy.
Right.
So, I'm going to say yes, this season is a failure because, everybody penciled the Celtics in as, hey, put them in the finals.
Yeah.
Put them in the finals.
And look, I'm not only just talking about this last series. As much as I'm an Atlanta fan, they should have went 6 games with Atlanta. That should have been over in 5 or maybe 6. They beat what was the Knicks next for them or whoever was the second round for them. And they beat Philly, which was 2 teams that basically did not really play to their potential this year. So I think it was because I think you took 2 steps back with Mazzulla. I think you have to now wait for him to catch up to know how to coach in situations. I think you now, hopefully, and you got to worry about Jalen. What is he going to do? He's going to sign for the max. He going to sign for the max, or you going to keep him, and then next you got to sign for big boy Tatum for another max.
Yeah.
I think it was a step back for this team.
Yeah.
This was a great opportunity. And look, Jason didn't hurt his ankle to game 7. They could have won 1 through 6. Been okay. He hurt his ankle in 7. That don't mean they missed the rest of them. I think it was a failure. I think this team knew they had that bubble. In basketball, you don't have, but think about Milwaukee. They were champs 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
And 2 years later, they are firing their coach.
They got
know what's going to happen with going on. So to me, it's not a guarantee they're going to be back next year. It's not a guarantee this team going to be that good again next year. We don't know if Mazzulla can really coach. Maybe this year was a tough year. He had to learn.
And our resident Celtic guy, old Mitch say, yes, it was a failure. He's a Celtic fan. He said, yes, it was a failure. I agree.
I agree. They brought on Brogdon for that. When we saw Brogdon, we were like, oh, Lord, this team going to be hard to beat for real. Didn't matter. They didn't beat. They should. Everybody was expecting them to be in this final at least to be able to do it. If you look
that's why they play the games. That's why
you
they play the games.
You look at the West, Lakers was a 7th seed, and we were like,
Yeah.
Denver was the best team. In the East, it was supposed to be either Philly
Or
or Milwaukee
Or
or
Boston.
or
Mhm.
Boston. Those are your teams,
Yeah.
and all three of them gone. So yeah, I think it was a failure, man. And look, I know Missoula's young, but some of them calls he was making or not calls, I wasn't impressed with. I'm like, dang, he was trying to act like Pop when he would do his questions with the media. So I think it was a failure. I think this may be one of those. Damn, we had all this opportunity in 1 year, and it won't be there going.
Yeah. And we just find out too. Idoku is taking like 2 or 3 assistants. They're heading to Houston. So now Missoula gonna have to go get his guys. You gotta go hire his guys. So I mean, more change on the way.
Yeah.
In the Beantown.
Yes, sir.
Let's stay in the NBA. Monty Williams finally lands a gig, and he got the bag. The Detroit basketball. They hire Monty, they sign him, but he making like $9 million per, and that thing could escalate up to $100 million. He's the highest paid coach. Oh, he definitely highest paid individual in that building right now.
Yeah.
But it's a young team. Your thoughts on Monty finally landing a gig, and it's the Detroit gig?
I think it's going to be good for their pick. Those young guys they got.
It'll say, watch out for your girl if you're in Houston.
Man, did you
email on the loose?
Did you see Mr. What's the guy, Mr. 32? What's his name?
Yeah, Coach 30.
Did you see what he did with the whole Boston thing, what they had at the end?
And at the end,
yeah. I said, come on, Coach 30. You got a broke leg, man. You can't be doing this. He came back and oh yeah, look, Mr. Steal Your Girl coming to Houston, y'all. That's what they gonna call it.
Heat up, gang, heat up, heat up.
Mr. Steal Your Girl is on the way. I think he's a good guy who knows how to coach young talent.
Right.
So I think it's a good fit for Detroit. I think it was honestly Devin Booker got better under coach.
He did.
Ayton on the way up. I think when Phoenix got in trouble when they tried to bring all those old cats in, Chris Paul, all, and they had the expectations roll. I think it's a great pick. I like the fact that they're going to have him there. I think he's going to be able to work with that young talent because Detroit is a building product. They got a lot of nice young pieces.
Yeah, my stepson. Shout out to my stepson Jay Nivey.
Jay Nivey. Hey.
Yeah, my stepson.
I gotta make sure I go to a Notre Dame game. So anyway, we could see Notre Dame with basketball when they come to Tech next year. But anyway, I think it's a good move. I like he got the bag, like you said. But it's you need somebody who know how to build young talent. And I think that's what coach can do, man. I look forward to it. I think it's a great hire. It must have been they wanted to clear it because there were still some openings out there.
Yeah.
So they were like, what you need to come here. We need you right here in D-Town doing what you got to do, building this young talent so we can build us a franchise up here. So I like the pick, man.
Yeah, I hate that he was the scapegoat in Phoenix. He wasn't the one that said trade my depth and bring in Kevin Durant. And then Kevin Durant, all of a sudden, he not the Slim Reaper no more. So again, Father Time,
undefeated.
Father Time out here, and now you stuck with KD. So good luck with that in Phoenix. So when y'all don't make a nice run in the playoffs again next year, I mean, who you gonna look at?
We'll keep it going because I want to talk about this other guy, Mace. Look, okay. I don't want to be. I'm gonna put this precursor. I am not a James Harden hater, but James Harden is not a guy that you want to beg to come back to your team now. And that's what Nick Nurse just got hired by Philly.
Right.
He's the Philadelphia coach. He's like, we want Harden here. I get that. I know Harden is we still living 10 years ago. Harden been around for a while. He got double digits in his career. But what are your thoughts on Nick? What can he do for everybody? We know what he did in Toronto. It was fantastic. He had a dog, and that was dog Kawhi back then.
That Kawhi fell in his lap. Thank you.
That was a dog Kawhi Leonard back then. But now he's coming to a team that's supposedly have Embiid, the MVP. They're trying to bring Harden back. Is this going to be? We talked about how good Detroit going to be, the great move they make. What about this move for Philly, Maceo and Nick Nurse?
This going to be a mess. Job one for me would tell James Harden, hey, dude, if it's a deal out there for you in these streets, go get that deal, please. I'm not coaching Embiid, Harden and Tobias Harris again. I'm not doing it from Nick Nurse. Nick Nurse will basically hang himself if James Harden is back on that team. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
What do we know about the city of Philadelphia and their fans and how rabid they are? They say, hey, Nick, I don't hear about that championship because Kawhi won that. That wasn't nothing you did. That was all Kawhi.
Yeah,
and you weren't even able to keep Kawhi. Kawhi, he won off you. He like boom. Here go y'all party give deuces. I'm going to LA.
You going to LA?
So Nick Nurse, buyer beware, dude. He will start his kill clock if James Harden is in training camp, because it's no way you're gonna be able to control James Harden. Nick Nurse, you're not that kind of dude. We've seen it, dude. Get him out of there.
Yeah, man.
Trust. Get him out of there.
He want to go to Houston? Let him go.
Let him go.
Y'all got to start holding Embiid accountable, because now he's going around bringing. I'm tired of every press conference he want to talk about everybody else and he ain't got the team. No, it's time to hold you accountable. We're gonna put pieces around you,
right?
That shoot the ball, that can do certain things. We're gonna see if you're gonna be that dog. You the MVP now, man. We got to do it. And James is supposed to bail you out. Oh, James ain't that guy no more. That ain't this. James got a little Dunlap. You know what I'm saying? Like he got a little Dunlap. And this is James look like that old man at the park that can play. That can go out there and put 20 on you real quick. Like, man, who guarding the old man? That's what James looking like right now. Y'all, he ain't the same James. James look like that guy. Who got the old man? Hey, put 50 on you. You ain't know what happened.
He ain't like old Thomas Shepard in Above the Rim.
Yeah. Who got the old man? That's how James is now. James come out there, got the gut hanging over a little bit, pants all tucked in a little too tight, and he gonna give you that business. But that guy ain't gonna be the guy that you can really do nothing with, man. And I want to see Nick with a team that's, Toronto allowed him to build. And you're right, Philly ain't playing that, bro. You ain't coaching well, you gonna hear.
It's gonna be a short tenure for old Nick Nurse.
You gonna hear about it quick.
It's gonna be a short tenure for Nick Nurse, and good luck with that, Philadelphia. Good luck with that. Yeah. Want to jump into college football real quick. The SEC in 2024, they're gonna do away with divisions. Each team will play 8 games, and then the top 2 teams will play for the conference championship. Of course, you got Oklahoma and Texas coming over in 2024. Emmanuel Glaze, is this a good idea for the SEC?
SEC say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We ain't gonna play 9 conference games because y'all want us to. Do y'all see all these trophies we got, Mason? We got championships. Everybody like, y'all need to go to 9 games like everybody else. They say, that's why y'all losing.
Right.
That's why y'all tired during the playoffs. We play 8. We beat each other up for 8 games, and then we beat up we do some cash to check games. We get some good. We fund some schools.
We got some randoms. We got some randoms out here.
Check. Don't. We just getting rid of conference because we know we want to show y'all some more talent and get the Oklahoma and Texas in here. But yeah, man, look, that's the biggest thing. But SEC just basically told everybody, we the SEC. We're going to do it how we want to. We're not going to play 9, 10 games against each other. Y'all can do that. But when we beat y'all again in the playoff, we don't want to hear nothing. We don't want to hear nothing. I think it's what they do. They've already said we're going to keep it 8. We're going to 8 games, and we're going to get rid of this conferences, and we're going to have some great matchups, and you're going to watch. You're going to watch.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best we can do. We won't have divisions, but that's the best we can do.
You gonna watch us because we on every channel. ESPN just gave us a bill just to show up. We're gonna be on in morning, noon, night. You're gonna get tired of the SEC, and you ain't got nothing to do. Oh yeah, by the way, we took the Big 12 2 Big 10.
Yeah,
what you gonna do? And you better be careful because we might go get the ACC 2 best next year if you don't watch. We the SEC. What are you gonna do about it?
And this was crazy, Glade. What people don't understand with that as well, with this playoff expansion. That just means more SEC schools are gonna be in the playoffs. So instead of getting 2 spots, they're gonna get 4 to 5.
And look,
And some seasons might be 6.
we ain't gonna beat each other up. We're gonna wait to rest up and beat y'all up in the playoffs since y'all giving us more spots to get in. We just gonna come and beat y'all up some more in the playoffs. That's who we are. We are the SEC. We get all the talent, all the NIL money coming to us. You getting mad? We got the 2 best coaches in college football. Argue with your mama on that, but that's who
argue with your mama. Argue with your drunk uncle.
We got Alabama, Georgia. We got 2 best coaches. We got all our coaches making over 2.5. We got 3-4 million a year. All our coaches get
Bro, we print money down here. We print money.
We got all the TV deal. They'll come to us first before they give money out to all the other conferences. Get mad.
Crazy.
But we'll see y'all in the playoffs. We're gonna put about 3 or 4 of them this year. We'll put 4 of them in there. We might as well, we can. Can we SEC make sure we do what we want?
We are the big boys, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Nothing you can do about it.
Miss us with that. So everybody else, I mean, I better get y'all weight up.
Don't be mad. UPS is hiring. UPS is hiring. Y'all be fine.
One of your favorite sayings, they playing chess.
Yeah.
Everybody playing checkers.
You can see them in that room. We're gonna act like, hey, look, we're gonna act like we're gonna play more of that game. We ain't playing more of that.
Yeah.
Georgia, you're gonna still play Ole Miss this year. You're gonna We'll switch it up every now and then.
See, because what y'all want us to do is say Georgia, Alabama gonna play each other every year. Well, why do that when they gonna possibly meet in the SEC championship? So why would y'all want to see that twice?
We understand how to make the money, man. So we got a rivalry games,
bro.
SEC championship always fire. And then we go to the playoffs. We always gonna represent in the playoffs. We ain't finna do this.
We got a machine back there. All we do is print money.
We just print money, man.
All we do is print money. That's all we do. How
good we all made sense. We took y'all best 2 teams in Big 12. You better be hoping we don't go out to the Pac-12. We didn't want UCLA and USC. That's why we let Big 10 have We want that.
Logistically a nightmare.
Yeah, we ain't want that. Big 10 can have that.
Y'all can have that. Good luck flying from California to Columbus in December.
Yeah,
good luck with that.
We ain't gotta do all that. That's a 4-hour trip, man. We ain't got time. Look. Our jets we don't need to overfuel our jets. We just get to where we gotta get to, man. But y'all good. Y'all keep doing that.
Yeah, we straight.
Keep catching up. Man, so let me ask you what else about college football that's coming up, man. Sticking with the ACC, just a question I have. They said Georgia's I saw a thing talking about biggest rivalries in college football, and they say Georgia's biggest rivalry is the Athens Clark County Police Department. They put Alabama, Auburn. They said Georgia and when you see what's going on in Georgia, and you made a point one time that has stuck with me for about a couple of weeks ago about although these players are representing NIL deals, name, image, and likeness, the school is still responsible every time that player gets in trouble. Per se, there was a wide receiver recently in Georgia who got arrested for speeding doing 90 and 45. They didn't say the young man's name and say who plays for Georgia.
Say Georgia wide receiver.
Georgia wide receiver.
No.
With those type of things and what we're trying to, these players getting paid and all that, what is your thought on the team still having the whole responsibility on players that get in trouble and stuff like
that? It's a never-ending conversation. It's a never-ending task because these coaches got so much on their plate, and they remind these guys all the time, listen, I'm only responsible for you here. Now, when y'all leave, please understand, and we've heard the speech. You've given a speech. We've all given a speech. We've all heard the speech. Yeah. Hey, you represent your mama. Yeah. You represent us. So, do y'all think about that when y'all do that crazy stuff and your mama? I got to call your mama. Then we got to get somebody to bail you out, and then we keep continuously getting these black eyes. We're at a point. It's only so much the coaches can do.
Right.
At some point, these guys have to understand I'm not untouchable. Right. It's laws, there are rules in place, and it's crazy because after the events that happened in Georgia's past season, where the young lady and the player got killed, and everything that the young fella at Philadelphia had to go through. The last thing you think somebody down in Athens would do is speed.
You would think that the last day.
Like, what else do I have to show you? But like I say this all the time. Guys always think, ain't gonna be me.
Yeah.
I'm smarter than that. No, they ain't gonna get me for that. And there you are on the news, in court. Now you got these fees. Now I got 5 in the morning. You got to run every stair in Sanford Stadium. You know what I'm saying? So like these continue not to get it, and we're always gonna have guys getting in trouble because everybody think it ain't gonna be me.
And like you said, man, it's you hope these kids understand, and they getting cars these days. They get muscle cars. They get speed. They even talk about when they told me what Jalen was driving. I said that thing go fast. They said,
yeah, you gotta hit me.
They put a Hemi in it.
Yeah,
I'm sitting there like, come on, man. We have got to. Whenever I hear a player get in trouble, man. So the first thing I hear is Georgia wide receiver, Alabama defense. They were even talking about Jalen. They still say Georgia defensive tackle, even though he's been drafted.
Yeah, he's Philadelphia Eagle now.
So it's kind of like this thing. If you're gonna do the name, image, like it, you're gonna make money. You gotta realize you gotta take care of the business on and off the field, man. Because going down, I know I sped a little bit when I was younger. I ain't never get a ticket. I knew how to hit certain streets and not when to, but now I drive slower than Medusa because I'm an old man. But them glasses be on strong when I go down.
What?
So I had to see. So it ain't no speed. So I just think it's going to be interesting to see how things keep playing when a player gets in trouble. Does it hurt the NIL deal? Does it hurt? It's going to hurt the brand because his name.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It's going to hurt your image.
Definitely. And Eddie, I agree with you, Eddie. It does make these guys feel more untouchable because some of these guys are raking in some serious coin.
Money coming.
Like and you hope. I remember a guy was saying this about CJ Stroud. He talked about how CJ Stroud, the thing CJ understood, his maturity. He was like, yeah, I'm making this money, but it's a much bigger payday out there for me. So you hope that all guys have that kind of moxie about themselves, but we know they don't.
What was the kid that was at Oklahoma but ended up he's at South Carolina now?
Mr. Rattler.
Rattler was the guy. He came out. He was making money. Everybody wanted to sign him, and he basically got benched in Oklahoma. Yeah. So it could have that effect on you where it's a real business. You don't want to have. I hate to see 18 to 22-year-old kids. Yeah, they're gonna be balling. Make sure, like I said, that money looks good. But when you start getting deals removed and you've been told that your image is not making me money no more and your name really doesn't, how does that affect a young kid going forward in life? You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. And that's what I see. You always see a lot of, we know a lot of guys who played who were like, man, I screwed that up back in the day. But like I always tell everybody, I think a real good guy to talk to, and I'm glad he's coming back to Georgia, is Quincy. Quincy always talks about all the stuff he's done and his comeback. You look at these stories, these guys tell you, man, these are the funnest time of your life right now, this college year. But these are the years you get to explore. Now you get to make some money, you get to hang out, but make sure you take care of yourself as a business, bro. It is what it is. It is what it is. Just take care of yourself, man.
And it's crazy, Glaze, because we talked about this a few years ago. We kind of knew NIL was coming, but we didn't know the money was going to be this big.
It's crazy.
And again, we knew once you let the cat out the bag, can't put it back in.
Yeah.
Can't put it back in. And I think a lot of people now are like, you know what? Maybe we had to just gave these guys 15,000, 20,000. No, that's more than enough money. No, you got college kids walking around with 6 figures.
Really wearing all expensive jewelry. You put the NIL plus the way social media has made these guys superstars without even touching a field. It's a dangerous combination, man.
Bro, Bryce Young walked into Mercedes-Benz Stadium, all Louis luggage. Louis carry over Louis. Like, no, I got 4 jobs. My suitcases don't even match.
blue one, a green one.
I got a Samsonite, then I got a Walmart special, then
Can't be good.
all Louis luggage.
I got a Jordan bag that I don't even know if it's real or not, but I got it. I mean, I put stuff in it. I don't even know if it's a real bag or not. It look like it's a Jordan bag, but it got Jordan logo on it. Logo was like
Oh, it's crazy, dog. It's crazy.
It's crazy, man. What you got for me, dog?
So we're gonna kind of stay in college football just a little bit, but we're gonna kind of get outside of it. Your man Caleb Williams says he knows that the target is on his back, but he said he's putting in the work where he's gonna be. He gonna win. He wants to win back-to-back Heisman's. He already know he's projected as the #1 overall pick. He's walking around here with $3-4 million in NIL deals in his pocket in California. My question for you, Emmanuel Glaze, how hard is it going to be for Caleb Williams to focus this upcoming season?
He will be the poster child for NIL deals. He will be the guy to see if it can work or not, because he Tupac. He got all eyes on him, but he got everybody like, will his head be so big he can't even get in the door? Or will he be ready? Because like you said, he's in the Pac-12 for one more year. Then it's over with. He goes, this is last year. He's expected to be the #1 pick. He's already drafted if everything goes well. But now, what's to say? I'm going to say it like we just said in the country. We ain't say it's not pressure burst the pipe. We're going to see a pressure bust a pipe.
Bust a pipe. BUSS. Bust a pipe.
Bust a pipe, because he got all eyes. So it's. I hate to say he can't lose a game, but with the Pac-12 not being that strong, and he's got unless he's playing a team not outside of the Pac-12, Caleb is going to be the poster child for NIL deals. He's the back-to-back Heisman winner. Will he be back-to-back? That's the question.
That's the question.
Everything he do from this point on, and what I like about Caleb, I don't hear a lot about him.
Oh, no.
He's not in the limelight. He's not in parties.
His social media is quiet.
He's not Matt Leinart.
Quiet.
At every club. You remember when he was the big dude on campus?
No, Matt Leinart was dating Paris Hilton, dog. Yeah, come on now.
He was going to red carpets when he was the guy. This was before social media. This was back in 03, 04. So, but he ain't that dude. And I'm hoping that this is the year. I'm actually excited to see Caleb again this year. I'm ready to see what he do. I'm ready to see what he take that USC team. And like you said, Michelle, a chance to win back-to-back Heisman's, a chance to be in the national championship picture, a chance to be the #1 pick, a chance to be making $3-4 million off of deals. What happens when every light, you ain't gonna have one light on you. Every light is gonna be on you, man.
The man living a fantasy, my boy. He living a fantasy out here.
Yeah.
Can he control it? Can he control it? It seems like he got his head on the shoulders, because like you say, low profile, like I say, social media. He don't be wilding on Instagram or the Twitter. He just, he as the kids say, he understands the assignment. So I'm intrigued.
This one ain't even in my notes, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway because you talk about this. I know talking about this family gets you hated on social media, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Does Shedeur Sanders have a target on his back this year, Mason?
Oh, without a doubt. And not only Shedeur, Shallow, if you follow their YouTube pages, these guys again, Shedeur did a whole video where they dropped off his new Mercedes GL, the big boy wagon. Shedeur did the same. Shedeur down in Miami shopping. He dropping 50 grand in a store. He ain't played a single snap in Colorado. Dude, it's the target that they're creating is so big, and what's going to happen, and gonna kind of tie in with my next question when we get to it. He has to perform.
He has to.
Shedeur has to perform because they put so much of their life, and I get it. It's content.
Yeah.
And it's getting like Shedeur drops a video and it gets 70 to 80,000 views like that first day. He
Yeah.
has videos that have over 1 million views.
Yeah,
And
easy.
his channel is popping. So I mean, it's it's crazy, dog. But they've put the target on their backs. So, you know, he has to perform now because his first interception, his first multiple turnover game. If they don't come out the gate, you know, if the record is bad, you know, people can be like, hey, well, what's going on here?
And the first time that receiver get on top of Shiloh and hit him for that bomb, that 50, 60-yard bomb, make sure. Ooh, it's going to be interesting to see when the limelight. You went to Jackson State, you had a good 2 years. Everything went well, but you lost 2 games in the celebration bowl. But that is that. What happens when you lose that first game? You go and look, you on big time TV. You ain't gonna be running over Fresno State and Oregon and all those teams. They come. You got TCU the first game. You don't think they got a chip on their shoulder?
No, and not only do you have TCU, dog, the month of September, the Colorado Buffaloes will be in prime time like 3 times. They got the big noon kickoff to open the season. The next week, ESPN has them as the prime time night game.
Yep.
Dude, for the first month of the college football season, ESPN and Fox, they're banking on the prime effect, Glaze.
And it's banking on huge, but the prime go 1-3. And I'm saying prime because you know it's that's what it is. I'm sorry. Colorado is about prime now. If he goes 1-3 or 0-4, I mean, I got their coaches are making, they got podcasts, they got shows now. The coaches got shows, and I'm like, well, dang, what are we doing? Are we?
Where's the work? Where's the work? Are y'all working? What the work?
Y'all cutting everybody and players leaving, and every coach got a podcast. They doing videos. I'm like, I feel like Suge Knight. That's what the coach is gonna be like. Yeah, you don't want the coach who's all in the video.
Man, you don't want the head coach and the executive producer of your program all in the video dancing.
Look, man, and look, I'm not hating on them, but I want to see what happens when Shedeur fails. He hasn't failed yet. And he might not. If he comes out next year and Colorado go 8-4, which will be a fantastic season.
Will it?
Colorado go 8-4 next year. That is a fantastic season.
I don't know. Put my futures bet in today. I got them at 4 wins.
At most.
I got them at 4 wins.
If they're in a bowl game next year, that's a big win for Colorado. That's how the people that watch it understand that this is not going to be you go in and flip a team and go to no. This team wins 4 games next year, and if God willing, they make the bowl game. It's a big win for this school. But we're gonna see what happens when you lose in 8 games in a year. What happens to your psyche?
But that's why I think the stations, Fox, ESPN, I think they understand that. Like, hey, let's go on and get them early.
Everybody hot.
Cause come October, they might be on a 4-5 game losing streak, and you know I'm pretty sure they'll find a way to cover because they play Oregon late, and I think they play USC late. So I think they'll find a way to make that like a 3:30 game, you know. But
you about to get TCU, and TCU pissed off because everybody think they ain't supposed to be in the playoff last year. Okay.
Yeah, but TCU they lost a lot. So I mean, that's a game I honestly think. Well, you know what? Now let me take that back because I mean we don't even know what Deion roster look like because they keep saying
we don't know nothing about nothing.
Where they at?
They done cut so many people. They got so many transfers. We don't know what they doing over there.
They like y'all say that at the airport. What at Deion? Like what is so?
Your Louis luggage must have got left in the Paris or New York somewhere because it didn't travel. It ain't got there yet. The Louis luggage is stuck. We filing a grievance with the airport. We lost our Louis luggage.
I'm bringing my luggage, and it's Louis.
Yeah, Louis. It must be Louis Armstrong luggage.
That's gonna rain. That's gonna rain for a long time, dog.
He said he's gonna get it's Magic City Bowl game with some lemon pepper wing, David. I hear you, man. and our boy gonna be waiting for him. Lou Will gonna be waiting there for him. Come on in, fellas. I got you.
Lou gonna be the ambassador for the bowl weekend.
Lou Will gonna be the ambassador.
Table dances, $5.
But they're gonna have money. They're gonna be straight though. They're gonna be clean.
Dude,
Get there.
I implore everybody, if you just want to, feel good about your life, or say you're having a bad day, go to Shedeur Sanders YouTube channel and just pick any video.
It was getting so bad with me, man. I was watching him. I was watching Deion Sanders Jr. I was checking out. Their family was so interesting, man. I had to stop watching them, man, because I was looking at everything they were doing. Man. I was like,
bruh. Bro, now Pilar showing up out there in Colorado. She in the endo facility. She running the 40. Shiloh got a acai bowl named after him at this fruit and yogurt place. They go in. He got a big old picture now. Pilar going crazy. So
Sedona? What's her name? Sedona? What's her name? The daughter name?
Shalimar.
She walking on Colorado basketball team. Her IG pop. I mean, it's just a family affair. In Pilar, I just saw this TikTok craze about this guy who cooks in New York. They call it the Aki way. Shedeur just showed up there and he got a sandwich made, and everybody, Shedeur saying, I'm like, this family big, man. Look, if you watch them on IG, it'd be like it's a drama. It's a family.
I'm gonna post. I'm gonna post my favorite Shedeur and my favorite Shiloh video. I listen, y'all. We should all be living this way at 2021.
Shout out Shiloh, he got his degree from Jackson State. So
yeah, he did, without a doubt. Shout out to that guy.
Yeah. What you got for me, man?
Our guy Travis Slink. He got a new gig. Now he's running the Washington Wizards front office. Travis Slink. He said he was gonna lay back in the cut. Nah. This man working again, Emmanuel Glaze. That ain't what he told us, Glaze. Yeah. This man back working.
There's so much, man, about what happened with that Hawks franchise with Slink and what was going forward between Slink and the owner, and what just done turned into a young. It's so much happened to that franchise, dude.
Right.
And Slink honestly turned the franchise to make where it was back to a fighter again. When he took over, that's not a bad move for Washington. Slink is not a bad move for Washington. I actually like that. See what he can do with Bradley and get them guys going. I actually like Slink. Slink was a cool good guy. He made some moves. He was very open to the public. He talked to us a lot. It's going to be interesting. I think he could really do some good things in the back office. I just knew something behind the scenes with the ownership and that whole thing in Atlanta. We're going to see which in Washington better not become better than Atlanta over the next few years.
I was hoping you weren't gonna say that, especially with Ruben and his New York 11 self on here. I hope you weren't gonna bring that.
Right. He trading KP back. See
what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? That's my fault for you bringing this story up.
That's what. But I actually think it's not. I think it's a good thing. What's your thoughts, man?
No, I like it. Travis, the kind of guy where basketball is just in his blood. He's an architect. He knows how to build this thing. He has an eye for like those subtle moves, like and guys. Just they do this because that's everybody do that.
Right.
Travis, like hey, this move here, that move there, and so I think the only mistake Travis made here was kind of getting caught up in the fact we made that run, and just everybody like, well, run it all back.
Yeah,
run it back. Nah, because we know each season is unique into itself. This is like the Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl champions. That team is totally different. When they take the field in September, that's not the Super Bowl team.
A couple of pieces.
It's totally different. So I think he got caught. I think everybody kind of just got caught up in, hey, resign everybody, cut the check for everybody. Let's go. Let's run it back. You can't do that. I think that's the only mistake he made. But I think he learned from that. And I think what we're going to see in Washington is probably some of his best work yet.
Yeah, I think we got, you're right. We all got caught in, and I'm sure that wasn't just a Travis move. I think Travis, we were all on it. And much as I love JC, he's a good dude, but the JC side, we were like, you going to be, now everybody want to trade JC. And we all were like,
We stuck with him now.
JC, don't trade him. Don't sign him to that deal. Y'all sign, y'all be wanting to trade him in a couple of years. Now everybody trying to get every player in the league. We're going to give you JC. The first person they bring up, we're going to give you JC, this guy. For him. I'm like, y'all just trading John like everybody want John. Everybody, hold up, man. We're gonna give you JC, right? This guy for hold on, player, because Jay, as good as Jay can. I mean, Jay is not a top tier star, and that was one of the things. So when everybody wanted to run it back, we were like, you know, Eddie and all those, we covered the game. We were like, I want to change a few things. We don't
he's a piece. He's not a max piece.
Yeah, we want to change a few.
He 3 year 34, 35 million piece. You know what I'm saying? Not 8 year 120.
Slow down a little bit with the run it back. We can run some of it back. And like you said, man, good teams, they know where they're deficient at. They know where they're hurting at. Golden State, as great as they were, they made a few changes and they got back.
It's never such thing as we run it right back. You won multiple state championships in football in high school. The team that won the year before, y'all were a different team next year. It was going to be a different way, a different process for y'all to win said state championship again.
We had Garrison Hurst. We won. We were going to run it down your throat 80,000 times, and we were going to beat you up. When we lost Garrison Hurst, our defense had to shut you down, and we scored. Well, you talking about we ran some slow offense. We threw some. We was just pound the heck out. We were running 30 times a game. We some of us are still messed up because of that senior year. We were just pounding the football in that senior year, and that's why I think Slink was probably, and that's what to me I feel like what the biggest argument was that Slink saw some things. He like, we ain't going the right moves. But we're going to see what this Hawks thing going on. Make sure let's end it with this, man. I want to ask you, get it on the paper now. Who wins this series, man? We didn't talk about it at the beginning. Who wins this series and why Maceo Hurd? I give you my prediction. We're going to put it on the books for the Crush. Tonight, you want to hear when y'all say, y'all didn't say that?
No.
We said that.
I'm putting it on the books. I'm going Denver in 7. I think those broom analysis everybody giving out. Slow down on the broom talk because this Miami team, they're here for a reason. I just think Denver, in the grand scheme of this thing, it's a better roster. They have more, and Jokic is going to be. You talked about it earlier. For 7 games, can Bam mix it up on Jokic, because we know what Jokic brings to the table. Bam, what do you bring to the table that can help your team find a way to pull this upset? But I'm going Denver. I'm on record Denver in 7.
I like it. I like it a lot. I think Denver in 6. I think Miami will get a couple of games. I still don't know how hurt Jimmy is. I don't think he as well as everybody's saying. It's going to make it rough. And I think the ancillary pieces for Denver will show up bigger than Miami, even though they all can shoot threes. I think you see the KCP, you hit Michael Porter Jr.'s, the Aaron Gordons. They will play a big part. I think it won't be a sweep, but I do like Denver to win their first championship ever in the history of the NBA. But I think, and my upset pick is and Jokic will win Finals MVP because they have to give it to Jokic for Finals MVP.
Yeah.
Even though we're gonna look at Jamal Murray, we're gonna be like, dang, Jamal might not have played him this series, but Joker will win Finals MVP. They're gonna give it.
Hey, shout out to Bam trying to give Jimmy the MVP trophy. Jimmy like, no, I want that. You keep that.
He watched film. We don't get those trophies, man. Put that down, boy. That's the Eastern Conference Final. We don't need that. We want the gold ball.
Jimmy say, nah, I take the next one.
I'll take the next one.
You had that one right now. You put that in your house somewhere, dog. I don't want that.
We'd always laugh when you see the guys in the Eastern Conference and the conference championship win. They all celebrate. Everybody like, you kind of happy to be there. You got the big one is the next one. That's the one you want to be holding. And
they be like, nah, dog, we good.
I always remember when Kobe was winning. He was like, man, he told everybody, don't even touch it. Leave it right there. Kobe used to be like, nobody touched that. We ain't come for that trophy.
We ain't come for that trophy, man. Shout out to everybody who had to deal with Kobe, man. Post Shaq. Joe the Meeks tell us great stories. And yeah. Good luck with that. Had to deal with old Kobe on a daily basis.
Kobe was angry, boy. He was.
I ain't about that life.
Yeah, Kobe was angry, boy. I'm tired of Shaq. He said I wanted to win one more than Shaq, and he won. He was like, I'm good. That's all I needed.
Petty.
They were petty. Shaq with the whole Kobe how my ass tastes, and then Kobe saying I just want to win one more. Boy, they were petty. They were some petty champions, boy. Good Lord.
I guess that's what you got to be. I guess that's why some of these guys ain't winning because they ain't petty enough, dog.
Yeah, they're too busy hanging out, man. But that's our show for this week, guys. Hey, it's coming on. I'm not gonna watch this. You know, we didn't talk about Shannon leaving because I don't really care. I don't care. Yeah, y'all can talk about Shannon.
Yeah, I hadn't watched that show in like 4 years, dog. So
good luck to Shannon. He's Georgia's boy.
He's great. He's great. Not straight. He's great.
I like Club Shay Shay better. But anyway, that's just what
maybe now Skip will stop posing in the free joys that they sent him.
Love you too, Rube. Thank
you. Appreciate you, Rube. Appreciate you, my boy.
Hey, man. Hey. My daughters is gonna watch The Wire, man. I told them. They said, Dad, what's a good recommendation? I said, you gotta watch The Wire.
I have a question for you before you go.
Okay.
And Nia in that hair, man.
Hey, Nia, they look, man. She expensive, man. 23. Had a Jordan year. Yeah, man, she killed it. She right here now. She's upstairs sleeping, doing her thing. Yeah, man. I gotta kill a few people. That's all right though. She grown. We girl dance, guys.
Y'all pray for us, man. Y'all pray for us.
And now Morgan going to high school. Oh my God. Morgan going to high school, man. Hey, we don't want to end it like that, man. But hey, it's tough being a girl dad.
It's tough.
Y'all have a great day, man. We'll talk to y'all.
Love y'all. Peace and blessings, my guys. Yo.